So I just saw Zach Cregger's new film titled Weapons. I liked this movie, but I did not love it. And I really wanted to love this movie. I think the premise of Weapons is amazing. It's such a great premise. I mean, the visual of the kids running out into the night, running out into the darkness, like, I mean, it's haunting. Like, what a haunting idea. An entire classroom of kids just vanishes into darkness, literally. It's such an amazing premise. And part of my problem with the movie is that we don't spend enough time with that premise. Like, the movie starts and it just goes balls deep. Like the trailer where the little girl is doing the voiceover of one day all these kids just vanish. Like that's how the movie starts. Like I really wish the movie spent more time building suspense, indulging in the premise. Like I wish we got more time to know the kids who went missing. Like I would have loved to see the initial just like shock and horror, like the initial shock and awe and horror of all those kids just going missing. This is an ensemble movie, a little bit like Pulp Fiction, but I do think that two of the characters could have been completely cut from the film. With each of the different characters, Zach Cregger does a great job of pulling you into their life and their situation and their drama. My issue is with Paul and Jamie, I don't really think that their stories were vital to the overall story. And I think you could have cut them and spent more time with Justine or Archer or, like I said, building the premise. Spoiler alert. It turns out in the end, it's all a witch. With witches, I think to avoid it being too goofy and coming off as silly, you need to keep them really mysterious. Because actually, when you think about it, the witch and this movie are very similar. Like in The Witch, a baby goes missing, and then the movie it is kind of dealing with the fallout of that. And in The Witch, it's like it doesn't spend too much time on the coven of witches. You kind of get glimpses and hints of what they're up to. Whereas in this movie, it's very spelled out for you to a certain extent. Like this is how she turns people into weapons, like blood magic ritual involving some sort of magical tree or something. I mean, which is the one him refreshing that the movie's being straightforward with it instead of being all elusive. I appreciate that, but on the other hand, it's like I don't think this witch was very interesting. That she wasn't really an interesting character. She was just kind of like the bad witch. It's never really explained what exactly she's doing with the children. If you didn't go into the nuts and bolts of how the witchcraft works, I feel like you need to make it really cool and interesting. And if this really wasn't, though it really just seemed like something Zach Cregger just made up on the spot. Like, it just seemed kind of like it didn't seem original. It just seemed kind of like, oh yeah, salt. Witches use salt, right? And like a tree and blood, like, and water. Like, they just seem really basic, just made up on the spot. It didn't seem very interesting or well thought out or original. So I think for a lot of people, like the reveal of what's going on is gonna be underwhelming and kind of silly. That being said, this movie has some very creepy moments, and there's some very thrilling, creepy, suspenseful moments. The characters are engaging for the most part. I actually recognize seeing this movie.